So now we know, right? Everyone's like, who's running the country? It's Obama. Well, guys, it seems to be Jill. It really does. And what's frightening about this is that Dr. Jill has no interest in giving up the throne anytime soon. As you saw, she's all in there at the rally. I mean, in the spin room, my gosh, it was like we had the kindergarten teacher at work, right? Praising the hubby for just walking out to the podium. I mean, he couldn't answer any questions, and yet she said something quite different. Watch.
Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the facts. And let me ask the crowd, what did Trump do? Lie!
Wow. Okay, she's coming into her own, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this woman's even got the cover of Vogue magazine. Seriously, this is Jill Biden. Dr. Jill on the cover of Vogue. Quote, every campaign is important and every campaign is hard, shares Dr. Jill, the First Lady, in Vogue's August cover subject. Whatever happens between now and November, it is Jill Biden who will remain the president's closest confidant and advocate. Watch out, Obama. Watch out. You're no longer in charge. It's Jill. It's Jill. Of course, she's been doing this for a while. Remember a couple of years ago when she tweeted out how she was prepping for the G7? And we're all like, wait a second. When did the First Lady start prepping for the G7? Well, apparently in June of 2021, she was there prepping for the G7. Think about that. Because this has been going on for a while. And you know what? This is a tough illness. It's a tough illness. And what you start to see initially, and it can happen very, very, very fast. What you start to see is that one's gait starts to suffer. Gait disorders are quite common, quite prevalent in dementia, much more prevalent than in a normal aging person. They're related to the severity, ladies and gentlemen, of cognitive decline, dementia-related gait changes known as DRGC. They tend to increase when you are struggling from the illness. And so you struggle to walk. You walk at a slower speed. And that's provoked by a decrease in stride length and an increase in support phase. We do have, I believe, Drew on stage with President Obama in Los Angeles recently, and you could see that decreased speed. He's looking out into the crowd, dazed and confused, doesn't know what the heck is going on, and then can't quite seem to get off the stage. So President Obama has to jump in and lead him off slowly, very slowly. Watch. So this is the video. If you are listening on Apple, iTunes, thank you, or Spotify. If you're not, make sure you go over there, subscribe to the show, give us 5 stars, show us some love, give us a review if you can. Anyway, this is him in Los Angeles, and he's kind of looking dazed and confused. He's out there staring at the audience. He doesn't quite know what to do. And then Obama takes his hand, and they walk very, very, very slowly right off the stage. Again, because dementia-related gait changes tend to increase. This decrease in walking speed and a decrease in stride length. You know how he kind of shuffles along. I mean, this is a guy who's really, really suffering. But don't tell his wife. So apparently they had a big family meeting over the weekend. And as you can imagine, the usual suspects were there with Hunter Biden arguing alongside Jill. Why doesn't that not surprise me? Dr. Jill and Hunter Biden on the very same page. Well, you see, what happens when Biden's gone? The spigot dries up. The power is gone. Now, if you're Jill Biden, you've worked your entire married life trying to help this guy along, trying to make sure that you would one day become the First Lady. What an interesting contrast, incidentally, thinking about Melania Trump and how she's like, no, thank you. I don't want any part of this.